Chrono
I'm a
into
TA
Sunstrikes.
fan, you know. It's TA.
Yeah.
She sways me over to the quest side as well. Otherwise, if there was no TA there, I would say easily OG game, right? But you know, I'm biased for my girl.
Well, in that mid lane, Wraithbound up on the Invoker, going into the Exort.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Void on his team, so it makes sense that he's going Exort. It's just interesting to me.
OmaR
in trouble?
Zombies on him, trying to lift up Yuragi, but the damage coming too quickly. First blood for the Faceless Void. That tombstone well positioned by Taiga.
He wishes he could get a bottle refill there, but that was not a TP from base.
Yeah, on my mini-map, I see the water in bottom still there. I'm looking at it thinking, hey, what's going on? And they're going to get dived now.
Oh, boy.
Spike, Hex, the blood grenade comes. Seb's rotation back into mid lane, gathers up a kill. And OG, 2 to the good. TA2000 doesn't want to step forward, doesn't want to be the aggressor. Just wants to hit creeps.
Yeah, and so does Ogre, man. He has 27 CS, doing pretty great for himself here.
Look at Taiga just comes through the twin gate, walks past tier 1, coming into fight. DM has already started things off on TA2000. Blood grenade long range thrown in, and the Sunstrike is going to be there.
Beautiful.
BZM snipes in from across the map. Now Kaori's the one in trouble.
Yeah, ignite in a second.
Blood grenades everywhere. I love it. Chuck it at him. Taiga going to take down the Shadow Demon. 4-0 now. Laning stage spectacular from OG.
But I think Invoker should probably try and go pretty greedy here. Since he's Exort, he needs levels to get big Sunstrikes into that Chronosphere early. And speaking of bottom, we might see a Chrono soon.
Oh, straight onto Taiga. Heals himself up a little bit, but the vacuum back in will take him down. A 3-man Chrono into Sunstrike, though. Yuragi and BZM pairing up to snipe out Malik. Noob with zombies on him. Oh, he's slowed down to a crawl. They've got the stun. Lift back on Void. Is that going to help him enough? The Tiny still falls. OG 6-1 now. They've lost the Undying. Sure, there's a mark up there for Quest, but they're just rotating cores into their own deaths. Yeah, setting up the map for themselves. Wisdom Rune still over there on the right-hand side. Needs to be going and gathered up as Noob makes another move. Tosses Invoker back to his Forge Spirit. Tornado's out. DM's come in. BZM still alive. Turnaround play from OG. Trying to get BZM out alive. And in comes Taiga with Yuragi aiming for Malik. Here. Vacuums him up to the high ground. Taiga stuck atop the cliff. And DM, he's got Fire Blast ready. Does have the range. The Surge piggied up Darkseer. Not fast enough. And a good Sunstrike there, allowing DM to claim the life of Malik.
Yeah, that was a great Sunstrike. And he also got away just barely on BZM. OG winning fights at this stage of the game is super dangerous for quests, because OG are triple Midas greeting, and they're not really making moves across the map that much, apart from bottom.
Without spending Chrono, right? They win that fight top, they still have Chrono if they need to use it bottom, which they will. A meatball, the blue bubble, chuck it on the TA and kill her off.
You know, he was probably actually dead without Chrono there too on TA. Both teams very tentative here about how to start this. Kaori, kind of the front liner here, the ST, has the man up. Tiny looking for anyone who can catch.
Yeah, it feels like OG in a situation where it's like, oh, we don't need to be here, but we don't want to allow Quest to get in the pit either.
It's a stalemate.
Yeah, until Noob makes the jump. Kills off Taiga, buyback immediately. Half HP Tiny getting blown up by Yuragi. BZM picks up the kill as Malik runs in. Ion Shell surged up with the one-hit tap down. Yuragi sniped by the TA2000. Seb's Lion getting shredded as well. A double kill for Quest. And Roshan, looks like it belongs to them. OG are on the run. They might lose Taiga now. A dieback from the Undying. The side plate hit just whacking into him.
That was beautiful. TA2000 got some really nice starting damage there. Get the chip damage in first on the Faceless Void, and then they surprised him with how they bursted him. But a simple telekinesis level 1 was actually enough to lock him down, and then the Melt Strike finished. Kind of giving TA a target to actually shoot his teammates there.
Yeah, and we saw there the observer showing the TA did more damage than the entirety of OG put together, like 4.5 compared to 4.3k damage. I mean, these Forge Spirits, they're honestly causing BZM some problems. He's getting tossed back to them, getting splashed off. Down in that bottom right-hand corner. Sam's Lion found out by this Darkseer and TA. DM's on the run, but they're actually closing the net in around him. They're going fishing in the bottom jungle, and Noob's going to find him. Angles onto the Ogre, tosses him back into the TA, and this is that timing. You said it, Quest. They're looking for these team fights, getting a couple of swift victories, holding Aegis, winning, what, 2 fights in a row? Getting a couple of pickoffs? Now they're on tier 2s.
Shield Rune helps for Tiny, though. Very tanky.
Now try and consider what options OG have to them. We've got this pipe up on the Ogre, so a little tankier for him and his team. Noob makes the jump in again, though. Grabs up Seb. Noob stuck under the tier 3 tower, though. Half HP, disrupted up for now. He's under the ice wall, and a lot of damage coming his way. The surge out. Noob looking to play himself out with this dangerous spot. They kill off Seb, but Noob is dead. OG thinking about the chase forward now. Faceless Void does have Chrono. Oh, they might just leave Quest to disengage.
TA still wants to fight this. She has silence on the traps, by the way, so has that shard.
And they've dropped the wall on DM. Lift up, drag him back into the illusions. Does stun up Malik on his way out. And
the silence of Void.
Yuragi, silenced up, can't Chrono, he's dead. A double kill for the TA, and he's looking at BZM now. They're jumping from OmaR, body blocking him. They've got reveal, they find a kill. Quest, my goodness.
Yeah, they knew what was coming there as well.
That'll be that.
That was good reaction by Seb. He was smoked, walked up towards the high ground, immediately unsmoked, and blinked the millisecond that he unsmoked. He blinked away from it, because if he waited, he could have died there.
And another lift up on DM. Hex on the TA, back, wall drop. Ogre sitting at half HP, getting bashed down by his own illusion. Seb does die in the back to OmaR, and it looks like DM is just about going to survive thanks to that pipe and vitality booster with a ton of one charges. And this doesn't force Quest to relinquish their position. No, they're still top pushing. They're still in the mid lane fighting. BZM down on the low ground, disrupted up, stunned and killed. He's dead for 46 seconds, and Quest, they're going high ground. Noob jumping into the tier 4 towers, tossing Ogre back into the middle of them. I mean, DM's done for.
It's all falling apart right now. They haven't been able to play around this BKB plus Faceless Void Chrono.
Getting absolutely flattened by Quest. Seb smoked up with a couple of his teammates. Smoke breaks there. And BZM going to wander forward, see if his one breaks as well. Quest yet again using these fogs and tree lines very well, allowing Noob to make the jump forward. There's the vacuum into the Earth Spike. Stolen. Yuragi dies, and BZM in trouble too. Tornadoes out, but that's lights out for OG now. DM in trouble. Quest surround him. 5 men still alive, and they're going to get a wipe here. OG get hammered.
Man, I actually don't even know what I'm seeing. He just doesn't BKB. Maybe it's the ping or something, the issues. The players were mentioning that they have some packet or high ping issues, but Quest are just gonna take this tower. They can get melee as well and then get away.
They just take down the base. And they've got BKB coming out for this Tiny now. Sunstrike going to scout things out in the back, and the TA getting focused a little bit here with a blood grenade, and Yuragi with his BKB up, does make the jump in. Chrono ready, but opting not to use it just yet. Aiming for Malik's dogs here, hoping for the bashes to come, and they will clear through Malik in the end. Quest on the run out. TA hexed up against the blink out thanks to refraction. And Kaori's help, of course, with that disruption.
But the SD was sitting right behind, ready to disrupt and save, so it actually wouldn't have worked out. So that's good patience, but it feels bad that the good play is to not use Chrono. They haven't gotten enough done around the Chrono in general this fight. Or this game.
Jeez. Oh, Rubik does a lot of damage. And so does Noob. Tossing BZM around. Kaori's come in. He's got a blink dagger on the Shadow Demon. Catching up to the Invoker with a super long-range Earth Spike. BZM's dead for 45. And Yuragi, well, he's trying to stick on a target here, but it's so damn difficult. Noob is blinking around, finding his supports in the backline. Taiga gets picked off, and now the jump back in again. Rubik and Tiny holding hands, pairing up. Void silenced. He's dead to the Melt Strike. TA 2000 beyond godlike on this TA now as they move in for that additional lane of barracks. Now forget barracks, we're gonna go fountain diving, boys. Tiny's moving behind the throne. 2 supports jump in, zap into the lion. DM's Ogre caught out, and it's just utter destruction. GG is called, and Quest with this timing hit 20 minutes in after an OG kind of domination, a lead the entirety of the game, has come out swinging with the item timings that you were talking about.
Yep, they hit the power spike, they hit it hard, and they took some good fights around it. The fight, Roche fight, was the deciding one, right? You took that fight and bursted down the void.
And BZM and Noob, they're really on a knife's edge, towing the line between life and death.
Yeah.
The 4 minutes going to hit, so they're both going to trade out the water runes. Or maybe not, because kaori.
Oh, the steal, that's so massive. This forces BZM to go base, basically. He cannot stay here. He has to go run away, and kaori even sends him back. Wait, kaori?
He's going for the dive into tier 1 and getting first blood. No way he survives here. 8 stick charge. He's fine. Doesn't even need to use them.
Wow, and
All right.
yeah.
As OG are kind of looking at this mid lane thinking, hey, we've got Primal Beast, Undying, and the Enchantress all around in the vicinity. And Seb, he wanted to guard that bottom rune, but he's going to get blown up for his positioning.
Yeah, only
BZM.
level 5, doesn't have the ulti yet. So DM is having some fun trying to bring this tower down on mid.
Weaseling himself around these situations. Storm Spirit spots out Taiga, but BZM is here. Pops out of Invis, pulverized down, Storm stunned, gets blown up. Yuragi, he'll claim the life of Noob. Wow. It's looking good for OG.
Storm has his Witchblade now and has a DD rune, so it could get a bit dicey if they decide to dive him. Sees the
We'll
people.
have some backup arriving. Oh, Yuragi, straight into vision. Oh, gets the waveform off. Shifted strength a little bit, and now the onslaught forward. BZM aiming for Malik. Pops the mech. The adaptive strike going to push him out as the Song of the Sirens there with the Supernova. Comboing up with this Naga Phoenix. Trying to land it on Taiga here. The Tide under over the Ravage. Connects on the dogs in the Phoenix, stunning them up. Malik running back away as Noob. He'll turn on the Tiger and kill him off. BZM with a second round of onslaught. Charging in and trampling forward, but BZM's dead to Noob Storm. A double kill for him. OmaR finally sniped out in the end as Yuragi, not too much left in the tank on this Morphling, can't stick around. DM and Seb on the run now. TH2000 got the vision and snares up the Enchantress. And they should have the magic damage here to follow through on Seb. They know there's no more lockdown, no Ravage, no real stuns. And they don't want to dive too far just for a support kill with OG respawning quickly. Taiga, he's back here with the Meteor Hammer coming in. Naga Siren, she went too deep. Seb has baited her in. And there's the tip.
Yeah, and that's the problem with using the song for the combo. He can't keep playing this aggressively there. Do they realize they're smoking over? They definitely had wards that saw them in this area, so...
They know something's not quite right. BZM gathering Lotuses on the right-hand side. And TA2000 with a song coming in.
Kill the Tombstone.
Tombstone looks like it might be focused. Supernova's dropped by the Phoenix as well. Bash from the Roshan. The Supernova's going to land as the song ends, so still well timed by Quest. Malik's wall is down, but a scrappy fight. Quest is struggling here. Malik's getting blown up. They've taken down the dogs here. Naga's got to get the hell out of here. And Storm Spirit hasn't really made a mark in this. You're right, they have lost BZM. The Primal Beast is gone. And now another jump in, Noob. This is where he can show things off. Taiga getting blown up. Yuragi back in on top of the Storm. Trying to battle with Noob and TA2000. But Noob is back up to high ground, balling away from the inter shots. And Yuragi looking to stand his ground against the Naga Siren, but it's easier said than done. So Roshan for now halted. A buyback from the Undying. But in comes Quest again for round 3 of this fight. But Yuragi says absolutely not. Waveforms forward aggressively, and with Seb, they blow them up. Both support's gone, and Noob, he's going to spend all of his mana to get a bit of distance. TA2000
he's not going to get away, I think.
Back, but he's so slow on the Storm, the Tide, and Enchantress, they're moving forward to kill him off.
Oh boy, they lost so much. I mean, yeah, a buyback came out from Undying, but who cares? He is so happy with this. Her supports also followed along. They ran in with both kaori and OmaR as though they are equally unkillable. That shard was nerfed recently in a way, but it's still pretty damn good. The initial cast, you can cast it on a hero and it eats the hero immediately. Other than that, the hero has to target to get in.
Oh, Malik, chain stunned into oblivion. The tendrils into pulverized, take him down.
They have a really strong pick-off with these heroes now, with Morphling being online and ready. Tidehunter, he's been moving around the map for ages now.
And up top, Enchantress gets the silence down to the Storm Spirit. Seb taking a while to kill, but he's dead in the end, and this is going to force Quest Hand to Song and TP out. Deal with the illusions as they've been left there.
Get out of the area. Storm still hanging around, though, going for a kill pickoff.
Yeah, trying to zip in onto BZM, but he gets off his BKB and the Pulverize. No follow-through stuns, so BZM a little bit of danger here, but
Glimmer.
Taiga has so many saves. Pavis, Glimmer, Tombstone's there as well if needs be. And BZM goes back in again. He's probably going to die for this with the Vortex out. Noob will kill him off and then ball TP away. Very aggressive from BZM there to kill the Phoenix. Like, just look at bottom lane. Morphling is struggling to kill off illusions on his own. Needs Tide's help there.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower is
they're
under
tough to
attack.
kill. Naga was queuing up an Orchid. Oh, mid has Seb overstepped.
He's still pretty tanky, but with that punch and the sun ray, do burn through the Bambi.
Normal punch is not to be underestimated this game.
Radiant's
It's
top tower has fallen.
it's a good counter because you get those super strong illusions and then immediately wall of replica and then vacuum as well. Normal punch also has true strike, so you don't have to worry about the butterfly.
Radiant's middle tower.
That's a guaranteed hit. BZM ensnared up. Naga, Rubik, and the rest of Quest arriving in on top of this primal beast, and he disappears pretty quickly. And this is all around a pretty speedy Roshan respawn as well, but Quest not bothered with that. They're looking at the enemy base, thinking, hey,
Get some extra strength.
just don't misclick. We all know that video.
Full edge.
Yeah.
Against an Invoker, Sunstrike.
Getting sunstruck over and over again. Hello, Seb. Oh, goodbye, Seb. In with a Silver Edge and out with the Enchantress. Now, OG, decisions to be made. They go with the Tendrils and the onslaught forward, aiming for the Naga Siren, but she's so damn tanky. Supernova's out with a Sunray trying to swing around and come on top, but the Ravages are good and Malik's gone. Quest trying to fight around his Twin Gate, but OG deciding just to TP the hell out of here. DM wants to escape, but in comes the Rubik with a stolen Ravage. Oh, he's caught them all. Now you're in trouble, OG. They've hexed up the Morphling, trying to shift to strength. The Tendrils are coming, but the Morphling's dead. DM is stuck in between staircases here. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide as OG get wiped.
Yeah, so the Morphling dying, do you know what he took damage from? This is pretty beautiful. I like that they don't decide to go for the Roche, just go deal damage. They identify the timing. They can get the bottom racks, get the mid racks. And now, how are you going to get out of the base even if you're Radiant? It's going to be very hard. You're against Naga and you lost your racks.
My God, OmaR's Rubik, you know, game one was pretty solid, pretty damn good. Game two, showing this is to be feared. This man on Rubik, you cannot let him get away with this.
Yeah, debating with the Morphling. Everybody's here. They're getting scouted out though.
Yeah, DM is very forward. In comes the Ravage again, though, and the Morphling's focused. Yuragi's just disappeared off of my screen. DM stuck in the middle of the wall. The vacuum Tiger's gone as well. And that might just be it for OG. TA2000 with a double kill and BZM being hounded by this noob storm. Straight onto the Primal Beast. Onslaught away, a bit of distance for him, but Malik surged up and the Storm's out of mana now. TA2000 does kill off Seb, but the rest of them really gunning for this Primal Beast to get another full team wipe.
I feel like this Linken's gives you a false sense of security. Linken's break and then an instant cast disable right afterwards. He just Fade Bolts lifts and that was the initiation. Then they follow up with a Hex from the Phoenix and you're gonna be dead before this combo is done. So yeah, this game had a lot of things going well for OG, but it also fell apart really hard when it started going bad.
Yeah, and again, just Quest showing that they really can pick their moments so beautifully, you know, around item timings, positioning on the map.